white dude. And he was like, yeah, we got some bitches over here and some bitches over there. And I was just like, in my head, like, I knew what they were called, but I was young and immature. And I'm just like,
this guy's got bitches all over the place. Oh, yeah. I would imagine it's mostly just like trainers, maybe dog trainers.
Yeah.
Because it's, I want to say it's kind of like the formal way to call a female dog.
Yeah.
But
it's one of those terms that's,
you definitely can't use it in a dog park because you'd be like, yo, bitch,
yeah.
who are you talking to?
Yeah, like 3 or 4 girls.
For real.
No.
Is that, you remember on Half Baked? No, he doesn't say bitch. I probably shouldn't say that.
Not if you're recording.
No, we'll just leave it at that. It's a good movie. You should watch it.
That'll be for the After Dark episode.
For real, you're gonna have to subscribe to our Patreon to get that clip. We might even take off a shirt or two. I mean, we still have undershirts and stuff.
Not me.
No mames. What does that mean?
I don't know.
No?
Mommies? How many?
I've heard it.
I don't have any mommies.
No mommies.
I got one mommies.
Not one mommies. I don't know what that means.
See,
in the comments, tell us what no mames means. No mames.
Mommies.
Hey, mommy.
I don't know.
That is mommy Cuban?
Yes, Cuban B.
Cuban. There's just so many questions that I have. So we were kind of like explaining this episode as more of like Mexican heritage, and we both grew up in Hispanic households, half Hispanic households. We're both half, if you couldn't tell by my complexion. But yeah, we were like diving into segments for this show, and I didn't realize like how not Mexican I am.
I know. Me too.
Like, it's embarrassing.
So we went to school. We met each other. The town that we went to is predominantly white. So we always had the joke that he was half, I was half. There was one full Mexican in between the two of us. So
yeah, we even took off of 16.
Yep.
One year, because it was our holiday.
Yep.
We claimed it, and we burnt something down.
Leave it at that.
That's a wrap.
Listen to your heart.
Don't shoot off fireworks when the grass is drier than a donkey's armpit. Yeah, it's did not work out too well. But yeah, so this episode should be fun. We developed a few little segments, and we kind of went this route because Joey brought the beer this time, and the beer's pretty cool. It's like it kind of looks like Dia de los Muertos, right?
Yeah.
Is that similar?
Yeah.
Did I even call it right?
I think so. Pretty close.
It's like it's got a skull, eh?
So it's Stone Bueno Vesa, and I believe that good Bueno means good. Vesa is just like a play on cerveza, is what I was reading. So it's like not necessarily Vesa is not it's just a slang word. And the beer is a lager, and it is
So it's good beer lager.
8:00 p.m.
It sure is, Siri. Thank you.
8:00 p.m.
But
But it's supposed to have hints of sea salt and lime. So I don't know. I mainly got it because the can was cool.
it does look pretty cool. Look, see? Dia de los Muertos. It does kind of have a demonic presence on the front of the can.
Super cool though. I think it's neat.
4.7 on the Richter. And yeah, lager with salt and lime. It says added, almost read avocado.
Oh gosh.
We're fully immersed in this episode, trust me, dude. Get some salt, lime, and avocado in this beer, and we're good to go. I'm gonna see if I can pull up Buena Vista?
Besa.
Buena Vista. I was like, Buena Vista is like a movie company?
Buena Vista.
Yeah, I think it is a movie company.
Got me. Got me.
All right. Buena Vista. Just want to kind of check. I've been getting in the habit of doing this like ratings thing, so I just kind of want to see what it's rated. 3.4 out of 5.
It's on par with the last
one.
yeah.
Yeah, just about there. But yeah, it's from. Should have probably turned my phone off. Wow. From Stone Brewing, Mexican lager. All right, man. Let's rip it and sip it.
Crack it open.
And why can't I minimize that? There it goes.
What's a guy on TikTok? He drinks beers on his channel.
Yep.
Every time he cracks it, he says, "Yeah." It's kind of funny. Every time. Yeah.
So we got to come up with like a, just like a signature crack, like.
I'm not doing that every time I open a beer.
At least you'll know when I'm drinking, bro.
Cheers,
buddy. Cheers. All right, Buena Vista.
Definitely limey.
Yeah, you
That'll
definitely
work.
pick up the lime. At least this one don't taste like yogurt.
That was crazy.
Yeah. I'll give you a little redemption here.
It doesn't have milk.
Hey, that's a good start. A beer that doesn't have milk. But you know what does have milk? Our first sponsor. And before we jump into our first segment, if you've been watching the last few episodes, we've been getting sponsorships like crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I think we're up to 15 subscribers. So like sponsors are coming out of the woodwork, really.
Just rolling in.
Dude, it's insane. I spend probably half a day just sifting through emails, figuring out which ones are going to work with certain episodes. So the sponsors that we have today, fantastic, and I want to thank them all, but we're going to go down the list. First sponsor of the night, La Chancla Wireless. The only service that hits harder than more you ignore it. With nationwide coverage and emotional damage included, it's fast, fearsome, and Familia approved. La Chancla Wireless. So, you know, if you're looking for a new cell phone plan,
Drink it up.
AT&T just not cutting it, switch to La Chancla. It beats the competition.
Sounds like literally.
Oh. So, yeah. Our first segment. So, we both grew up with our grandmas, right? My grandma was actually kind of sweet. She was really sweet.
Yeah.
I loved my grandma. So,
Mine was too sometimes. Every once in a while.
yeah. Fucking shit.
In her own little way, man.
Yeah. She was amazing, though. I think that there's definitely a special place in heaven for all the abuelas, dude, for sure, dude.
They're just hanging out, man.
For real,
making
man.
Mexican Hot Pockets and
by Mexican Hot Pocket, he means tamales. But yeah, so some of these, this segment's called Abuela or AI. And so the premise of it, I'm going to read out a dramatic, spicy, or passive-aggressive quote that sounds like something an abuela would say. The other host, which would be you, has to guess abuela or AI. Okay? If you're correct, you get a point. If you're wrong, you don't get a point.
okay. All right.
We're trying to come up with like a punishment. We need more punishments, guys.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're missing. You know, if the chat would just get involved, you know, help us figure out some punishments. We got to do shots of fireball while we stand on our head.
No.
Just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No, absolutely
If you
not.
suggest that, you will be banned from our stuff.
So these
So-
are going to be fun because I'm pretty sure I I got the half that didn't speak Spanish. So when my grandma got upset and she started yelling things out, I don't know, no telling what she said. So
Well, I'm going to tell you that there is one in here that is in Spanish, and I'm going to try my best not to butcher it.
okay, this is how to be interesting because Matt's fluent in Spanish.
I took a couple of classes in high school. Didn't pass them.
I got a 6 on my
Well,
report card one
I
time.
did pass, but like barely.
Not me, man.
Yeah. But you have to like pass. You have to get your credit in foreign language, don't you? I think that they just put it on your. He's good.
Probably.
He's good.
Because Spanish was the
Let's
class
just-
that
Let's just get him out of here.
I quit going to school.
Yeah.
I had it first period, so I just quit going to first period.
Yeah. The sad thing is, like, I struggled with it. At the time, I was living with my grandma. Like, I had all the help I could possibly ask for, man. Like,
Yeah.
just couldn't get it, man. There's just so many aspects to Spanish, dude. Like, in dialects and in the way you mean it.
Yeah.
Same word means 3 different things. I'm like, no, that's too much.
Now we're
It's too
probably
much.
going to get the comments in some. That's how English is too, because I've heard people say that English is super hard to learn.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's so easy a child can learn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, you ready to go?
Let's do it.
About to fire these out at you. You tell me, Abuela or AI?
Abuela.
Oh, I'll put the sound effects in later. That was kind of loud.
Sorry.
Oh, man, this Buena Vesa is getting to me. All right. Go ahead. Get a tattoo. Just don't come crying to me when God doesn't recognize you.
Yeah, I think that's probably Abuela. Maybe not in that exact, but yeah, that's definitely something that.
When God doesn't recognize you. Nah, that ain't my Joey. Yeah, no, that's Abuela said it. Abuela said it.
I believe it.
I believe it. Oh, golly. That's it. Somebody got to replace me. All right. Mientras vivas en mi casa, vas a hacer lo que yo diga. Translated to, as long as you live in my house, you'll do what I say.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I believe it.
I believe it.
That is correct.
Yeah. The only reason why I didn't catch it at first because you didn't have that tone, that tone that I believe.
Mientras vivas en mi casa. Something like that. With a chancla in one hand.
Yeah. My grandma had her. She wore glasses, and when she was upset, they came down just hanging off her nose a little bit. She had. Oh yeah.
Oh, I gotta work, dude. I talked about this. I think the last episode. I really gotta work on my accents and stuff. I could really be hitting these with some passion. Love is like menudo. If you don't clean it right, it stinks forever.
Although that statement is true, I don't think it was. I think that's AI.
It's a crazy son of a bitch. Love is like menudo. It's gross.
Did menudo? If you don't know what it is, read up on it. But
Or don't.
did you know that the meat that the 3-bus is, it's like brown when it comes, but they bleach it to give it that color?
That white color? Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah.
And you eat it.
It's good.
Mm.
It's brown because it's got dookie in it, I think.
Now, this is more of like modern day. Okay, because, we grew up in the olden days. If you have time for TikTok, you have time to pray.
I could see, yeah.
Is it AI or Abuela?
Abuela. For me, it'd probably be like video games or something. But no.
That's AI, bro.
Okay.
If you have time for TikTok, you have time to pray.
Okay. I will say I don't remember my grandma saying that to me, but I could see it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, we always had to go to church. When we were living at my grandma's house, it was... And, oh man, the worst too. It's... When you're falling asleep in church next to them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's... You get the pinch from hell. Or
the pinch. Oh, yeah.
Wake up. It's Chop Suey.
Can't believe what that's little wake up. You want
That's what it sounds like when she speaks Spanish. All right. You're not tired. You're just lazy. Go mop something.
Maybe not that exact phrase, but yeah, that's
Abuela.
Yep. And I actually, in fact, my aunt, I remember her saying almost that exact thing to me one time. Almost the exact, almost word for word. Yeah.
Go mop something. Damn it. In my day, we didn't have therapy. We had vapor rub and guilt.
No.
You ever get the vapor rub though?
Well, I didn't, but I mean, I've heard plenty of stories.
Bro, we get on our chest, under our nose, on our feet, and then they put the socks on.
Yeah.
To like seal in the sickness is gonna heal you.
Did they say the sana sana?
See.
Sana sana corita de rana.
No?
Apparently that's like a little prayer that they say.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Dang. Maybe they did. Maybe I was just like, why is there Vicks on my foot?
Why is my feet burning?
Oh.
No, we did. We had it at the house, but my grandma didn't really lather me up like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't do the Vicks with you, huh?
Yeah. Not to that extent.
Dude, it's a very familiar smell now, man.
So we did. I remember rubbing it on my chest. They would put it on my nose. I remember getting it a little bit on my nose, but not on my feet. I mean, apparently it can be used. It's a cure-all.
Yeah,
apparently.
It'll do whatever. Oh, your ear aches? Put it in your ear. You were swimming today with no ear hole covers? What are these called?
I don't know. Ear hole cover. That's it.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. All right. Well, that was Abuela or AI. It's pretty good. Probably get a little spicier ones next time.
Yeah, they're my.
Or I could deliver them a little heavier on the Abuela.
I could go through, man, some of the things that my grandma, just some of the things that she said regularly.
Like fucking shit.
That was definitely one of the things she said quite a bit. She used to get real mad, and she would tell us she anything that was arm's reach, she was gonna I'm gonna throw it at you. But that's not how she said it. For instance, the remote. I'm gonna throw you with this remote. That's how she said it.
But the funny thing is, though, she was so sweet, dude. Sweet to us.
Yeah.
Like,
Not at first.
No, she did not. She did not like me.
Well, that's the thing. It's not that she did. So Jesse had the same. Matt and Jesse were my two very best friends in high school, and luckily I still talk to Matt. Not so much Jesse anymore, but both of them thought that she hated him for a long time, because so they would call, and I mentioned this I think an episode back or maybe a couple episodes. She was she couldn't get around very well. Her legs she had a broken leg and an old injury, and so she just wouldn't get up much, and she would yell at me to my room, and if I didn't hear her, I missed out on whatever she was going to tell me. So when the phone would ring and somebody would ask for Joey, instead of her trying to yell Joey or Joseph, she would just, is Joey there? No. But not give you an opportunity to answer. She just hangs up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I remember walking in one time and I said, is Joey here? She just looked back at her TV. I was like, that way? So, for those that don't know, and we probably haven't really covered this, we haven't done a lot of background. We did maybe the first show.
Yeah.
We did a little bit of background, but Joey used to live in my backyard.
Yep.
Yeah, and right in my backyard.
Or did you live in my backyard? We never talked about that.
We never really discussed that. I mean, you were there first, technically. So
True.
you know, so maybe I lived in your backyard. That's I think that's how I introduced you to my dad, right?
First time I ever met your dad.
Yeah, I was like, "This is Joey. He lives in our backyard." My dad was confused, like, what? Because the grass was pretty high. I mean, you could probably make a home back there for sure. But we had backyards that connected, and they actually had a gate.
Yep.
And every morning for school, we used to play Still Tippin'. I'd play it from the big screen, and he could hear it from his house. That was the sign that it was time to go.
Time to get ready.
Time to roll.
To walk through the gate and play Madden.
Yeah.
Go to school, I mean.
Sometimes
We went to school.
we definitely
Most
went to
times
school.
didn't.
Yeah. It was so laid back. Those were the days, bro. Yeah.
But
it had the best bass too, that song.
Yeah.
God.
That TV.
Boom, boom.
But his dad he was like, why don't you just let him come into the house? I guess I wonder if he thought
Literally,
does he have
you lived in the backyard.
a tent pitched out in the back, or
Poor guy, man. Yeah, we let him in for dinner. You know.
I think probably told him something like that. Man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But on that note, we're going to jump into our next sponsor. And this sponsor, it's a good sponsor. It's a good drink. It's Elote Energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's made with real street corn, lime zest, and 400 milligrams of spicy confidence. One can and you'll believe you can fight a mariachi. Corn-fueled chaos in every sip. It's tasty. I've never fought a mariachi on it, but
You could.
it gets you right up there, dude. Like
The
sometimes you walk into a Mexican restaurant, you already are like ready to go.
they advertise it heavily when they do the running of the bulls.
Yeah.
Those guys. There's the one commercial where the dude he puts one back and he just chugs it and he's just all amped
Ready
up
for
and
the
he's
bulls,
just
dude.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can only find it at Gusto's down on the corner.
I've never been to Gusto's, but yeah, I've heard it's pretty good. We might have to bring some onto the show just to show them.
Yeah.
You know, can you imagine, like, an Elote Energy infused show?
Mm-mm.
Bro,
There'd be a lot going on.
for real, we'd be like two Bruce Buffers on the mic. Oh, Elote Energy. Thank you guys. Appreciate the sponsorship. But yeah. So that first round, Abuela or AI, I think it's a good little segment. We can expand on it a little bit. But again, like I said, I did recognize some of those.
Yeah.
Some of them, you know, didn't really hit, but the next segment we're going to do, this one's going to be a little fun. And this is called Build a Plate, Mexican Edition. So we have 30 seconds for each category. And there are, I believe, 5 or 6 categories. And we're going to put together the best possible plate. Okay? So the kicker here is we have 30 seconds per round to agree on one item per category. So we're not going to stretch this out. If we don't agree in time, we spin the Thea wheel and get whatever cursed item she chooses. Okay? So on that note,
Pass me one more beer.
you're ready, bro?
I'm ready.
Oh, we going tonight. Let's go. Let's go. Bear me.
Bear me.
Bear me before we get into this Build a Plate Mexican Edition segment. All right, so how this is going to work. Again, we're building the perfect Mexican meal. Okay? We only have 30 seconds per round. to agree on one item per category. What are the categories, you ask? It's funny you should ask. I'm glad you asked, actually. Glad you asked. Categories and options. We have proteins. Okay. We have carnitas, al pastor, barbacoa, asada, birria, and lengua. We can cut that one out for sure. Don't you dare. Tortillas, we have corn, flour, blue corn, store-bought, or handmade by your aunt, the one who low-key judges you.
Yeah.
Tia, ándale, tia. So what if my tortillas look like dinosaurs? You know? All right, for salsas, we have salsa roja, salsa verde, avocado salsa, pico de gallo, and your uncle's only real men can handle this sauce. Hey,
I can't handle it.
well, sometimes.
Sometimes I
Sometimes.
like it, but
The side dishes: elote, refried beans, rice, nopales, chicharrones, or pickled jalapenos. Okay, for drinks, we have horchata, tamarindo, aritos, Mexican Coke, tecate, and michelada. Michelada? Michelada.
no sé.
Mica, I don't fucking know.
No sé. I don't know.
All right, and then for desserts, we have flan, churro, arroz con leche, pan dulce, and tres leches. All right. The other part of this is if we don't agree on something in 30 seconds, we get the Tia wheel. Okay? This is that Tia that judges us.
Loki.
Loki. So the Tia wheel, if we don't agree in time, these are on the wheel. You get ketchup instead of salsa. Your side dish has raisins now. You're drinking LaCroix labeled horchata. No dessert, just guilt. And I think I added one more that... Oh, yeah. Menudo salsa with pineapple.
Yeah?
Yeah. Tia's gone crazy. Tia's gone wild. It's that new DVD.
No.
Tia's gone wild. Oh, yeah. We're getting canceled. All right. So that's the name of the game. Joey's got a timer set for 30 seconds because we're not technologically advanced yet. We'll figure out how to edit. Joey's got a timer set for 30 seconds. If you hear the ding in the mic, that's what it is. All right.
So, do you want to read them off again, and then I'll hit the timer, or do you want me to hit the timer and then you just read them off and we'll discuss it?
I'll read them off. So I'll say we're doing protein. Read them off. Timer. Okay. 30 seconds. All right. So proteins first. We got carnitas, al pastor, barbacoa, asada, birria, and lengua. Go. I'm going carnitas.
Carnitas, really? Is it gonna be like a
protein.
taco plate?
I don't. It's just
a plate. Man.
Barbacoa, maybe.
I would have went barbacoa, but with some of the other options down below.
Well, because we do have tortillas. It may not be a taco plate, but tortillas are on the side.
Well, tortillas are a spoon in Mexican culture.
We gotta make a decision here.
Barbacoa.
Barbacoa. We agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I wasn't trying to spin that Tia's wheel, bro. Wasn't trying to do it. Let's go ahead and I'm going to pull it up here for you guys so that way y'all can see it. What we're talking about. Just in case. Would we say we made the line on that one?
That was close. I mean, I don't know.
Should I count down 5 seconds, so that way like when it's about to ding ding dong?
I mean, we should probably just look. I mean, I don't know. Because it's 30 seconds. I don't think either one of us should look at the clock.
True. That is true. Just set it and forget it. And we gotta make a decision.
Okay.
All right. So we'll give us the barbacoa. Okay. We'll give us the barbacoa. So we got barbacoa. Okay. All right.
Hold on. Just curious. What would have made you pick carnitas over anything else? Just curious.
I've had some really good carnitas. Yeah. So like, when done right, man, they pack a punch.
Okay, fair.
Pretty flavorful. And honestly, like I'm up in the air with both of those, like carnitas and al pastor. They're both when they're done right. But like al pastor can get fucked up real quick, dude.
Yeah.
Especially if they're just throwing pork steaks on a grill and juicing it with some pineapple. That ain't al pastor, you know. But if it's from a taco stand on the side of the street, carving it from a trompo, I'd eat that taco for sure. So I think that's too kind of what it boils down to. I think generally though, like barbacoa, we both like it. You know what I mean? I love barbacoa.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can make a note of this here. So we got that. Next we are going tortillas. Okay. So tortillas, we have corn, flour, blue corn, store-bought, or handmade by your aunt, the one who low-key judges you.
Go on.
I gotta go handmade. I don't care who they're made by.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what I would. It's got the flour, but then that's what.
Yeah, it could be anything.
It could be all of them.
Yeah.
But I also like corn, man. I like some corn tortillas every once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
But definitely
gotta go handmade.
Handmade flour.
Okay.
I mean I don't know if that's really even a debate.
Yeah, we gotta go home handmade on that one.
Yeah.
I'd agree with you there.
Even if it looks like a dinosaur, it's perfectly fine.
Bro, that's what my tortillas. Them ants, dude, they be rolling tortillas out with one hand and watching their novellas with the other.
Holding the baby.
For real. Like, and I'm over there like really trying, and it looks like freaking Florida.
At 3 a.m.
Yeah. Trying to make tortillas at 3 a.m.
They can get up early, man, making some tortillas.
Yeah, the ants.
Yeah,
I was like, bro, I've never made tortillas at 3 a.m. We were gonna talk about that story later. All right, so we got the protein, we got the tortillas. Next, we're talking salsa. So we've got salsa roja, salsa verde, avocado salsa, pico de gallo. Your uncle's only real men can handle this sauce. Your uncle's is out.
I think so. I mean, I like it when it's really hot sometimes, but man, sometimes it's just over the top.
Dude, my grandma used to make chile piquin, and it was hot.
I like the creamy avocado, but for some reason, sometimes that's over the top hot.
Yeah, I think it depends on the peppers they use and stuff.
For me, it's out of that one or salsa roja.
I go avocado.
Oh that was way too fast.
All right, we spin the wheel on that one. All right.
Are we eating this plate? Are we eating this taco?
You tell us, YouTube. This plate that we're currently building, is it a plate we have to eat? We'll eat it if y'all say yes. We got what, 15 subscribers?
If 3 of y'all say we gotta eat it.
If 3 of y'all say yes, we'll make this plate.
And Matt will eat it.
What?
Yeah.
There's menudo salsa with pineapple.
Spin the wheel. Let's see what happens.
Let's see. The Thea Wheel of Punishment. I need a sound behind this. Grab the chancla. Something like that. Yeah. All right. Thea Wheel of Punishment. No, dude. Menudo salsa with pineapple. See, you had to talk shit.
The one you wanted. The one he wanted.
Oh my God. The one he wanted.
Mira, the one he wanted. You got it. Wow, I can't believe it.
This is the worst. If 3 of y'all comment on this video, I'm boycotting, bro. Ask Joey how many times he's asked me if I wanted some menudo.
Only every time I get it, I'll send him a picture.
And I say menudo.
Menudo.
Absolutely not, dude. Oh my God.
Well, there you go.
If we have to eat that, that's gonna be brutal. Menudo salsa. How do you even make menudo salsa?
We'll figure it out.
Hey, I'm sure AI could give us a recipe.
We'll go to Gusto's. I bet he's got it.
Well, there's our salsa. If we'd have just, I would have taken Uncle Rico's over this, bro. Oh man, that sucks. All right, side dishes. Next, we have elote, refried beans, rice, nopales, chicharrones, and pickled jalapenos. Ready to go. Gotta go rice.
I knew you were gonna say rice. It would have been rice, beans, or the chicharrones for me.
Yeah.
So
I've never had chicharrones as a side.
not as a side, and me.
I've
either.
had it in like tacos. But
So I know you don't like the beans, so I'll take you on the
rice. We'll do the rice.
Do the
All
rice.
right, let's do the rice. Especially if we have to eat this year. All right, so side dish is rice. Maybe I can mix some of that salsa in the rice and make it taste better. I don't know, man. I don't even know. Like, okay, so what's the flavor profile of menudo?
The broth is really good. The only thing that I think that you would not like menudo is the 3+. It's just
Well, no, I'm not a consistency guy. So like, I know it's chewy, but I think it's just like the overwhelming smell. You know what I mean? Like, because I think it's true. Like, people eat with their eyes, their ears, their nose. Like, they eat with it all, right? So it's like when something smells bad. I know you were on the last episode or a couple episodes back where you were like, I eat some green lasagna. Not me. Not me. But yeah. So if we do end up having to eat this, that is going to be some. Maybe the pineapple like offsets the flavor profile.
I bet, yeah.
Might be good. Maybe. I didn't think the first time I tried menudo would be in the salsa. All right. All right. So drink and dessert is all we have left.
Okay.
Drinks are horchata, tamarindo, jarritos, Mexican Coke, Tecate, and Michelada.
I've never had horchata before. I always wanted to try it. I wouldn't say that I would do it with this meal.
Yeah.
I'm saying jarritos for me.
Really?
I love jarritos.
I was thinking Mexican Coke. Do you have a flavor in mind?
The orange one or the pineapple?
I can do pineapple. Let's do pineapple. Okay. Pineapple jarritos.
That works. And the Mexican Coke would have been a perfect option. There's something about it out of that bottle.
I think it's like real sugar too.
Yeah.
Yeah, is the difference. We're going pineapple. All right. And lastly, for dessert, we have flan, churro, arroz con leche, pan dulce, and tres leches. I don't know. For me, I'm not much of a sweets guy, so it really don't matter.
Yeah.
I like, arroz con leche. My grandma used to make it a lot, but I'm not a huge fan of any of these.
I've had Lauren make arroz con leche for me for my birthday and tres leches.
Yeah.
So one of those two.
I'll give it to you here.
Going with the arroz con leche.
Arroz con leche. All right.
If you don't know, it's pretty much rice pudding. It's phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh, white people would know it as rice pudding.
It's rice pudding.
It's rice. Let me get some of that rice pudding.
Or arroz con leche.
Arroz con leches.
Con leche.
All right, so here we go. We've made a meal with barbacoa, handmade tortillas. I've got to find the ant that judges me. We've got, I was like, we didn't pick a salsa, but it's the menudo salsa with rice, pineapple jarritos, and arroz con leche.
I think that if we get the if we do wind up having to eat this meal for the tortillas, we could just get the ones from HEB out of the deli. Those are homemade pretty much.
My aunt don't work there.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Oh, don't even know if I have an aunt that makes tortillas anymore
I'd have to travel 4.5 hours
to go get those. Hey, it's part of the meal.
Yeah.
It's a part of the meal. All right. So I'm about to dive into another beer. I think you're still good, right? You
I just cracked mine. Yeah.
All right. Hey,
This guy.
Right? What are we doing?
Yeah, that's your thing. Every time you open a beer, and unfortunately for you now, that's
gonna be my thing, right? Yeah. So y'all have that to look forward to. Y'all have that to look forward to. And now we've got segment 3. Now this one is gonna be. Joey wanted to do a drawing segment, and I think this could be fun.
Do we have any more sponsors?
We do.
How many?
We have 2 more sponsors.
Okay.
One I'll mention after this one, but we can drop a sponsor.
I just didn't know how many.
This is a good opportunity to drop one. You're right. We got to give them the credit they deserve. You know, sometimes I get a little ahead of myself because I'm like, we got so much to do on this show. Wouldn't that be crazy, dude, if that guy just came into the room and started trumpet? For those that don't know, it's off Sábado Gigante. This guy used to come in, and when you were done on this talent show, he trumpeted you off stage, bro. It's pretty good. But speaking of Sábado Gigante, our next sponsor, it's actually sponsored by the Novela Network. Streaming 24/7 drama, side eyes, and fake pregnancies. Because life isn't complete without a secret twin or a dramatic slap. Now available in 4K and full Abuela damage. The Novela Network.
Man.
I was wondering, like, you know, all these apps pop up now. You know, it's like TV's kind of gone to the wayside. You know, you still got subscription services like YouTube TV and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, every channel essentially has its own app. And the Novela Network is one of them. So that's pretty cool, man. If you like telenovelas, or, you know, your grandmas or aunts like telenovelas like mine did, this would be perfect little gift.
Perfect.
Right?
That's what they're doing right now. They're up there watching.
For real, man. Some of those shows, dude, you talk about dramatic.
Real dramatic.
Oh my gosh, dude. Like,
I'd be sitting there, man. I'd be in that chair. I wouldn't know what the hell they were saying. Barely could tell what was going on, but I'm on the edge of my seat. Great. What did he say?
And all the women are like half naked.
Oh, yeah. That's probably why I was.
That's why you're at the edge of the seat, bro.
What did she say?
Did she love me?
She does, right?
She does. You think I'm chulo? Yeah, no, it's some of those shows, man, they were wild. And I don't know, man. I don't understand, like you were talking about. Like, I don't understand what they're saying in some of those shows, but like the scenarios that they're in. You were telling me about that one episode where the guy's hanging a baby off the balcony for 3 episodes.
For like 3 episodes.
You talk about a cliffhanger, dude. Like,
yeah.
Golly, dude, how strong are these guys' arms?
It's a balcony hanger.
Bro, I've tried to hold a 5-pound weight out for like 30 minutes. That's hard.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like a 40-pound baby. Well,
that's a big baby.
8 pound, 10 pound.
That's a 5 pounds, 6 ounce baby Jesus. Oh. But yeah, so our last segment, we're going to do a little game, have a little fun with it. Get some paper.
We don't have no paper.
But I know where the pens are.
We plan ahead. We do plan
that's
ahead.
the plus. Dude, I can't wait to do like live shows.
Yeah.
Right? Like live shows when the audience is in it and we're just caught with our pants down.
Yeah.
Figuratively, not literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me grab some paper.
Cool.
And I'll start this. Dude, I can't even get out of my chair.
Oh, last episode you were humping underneath the desk or something.
And we're back. I'm trying to figure out how to transition it.
That worked.
Right? You know, now you see us, now you know, you know.
Was that?
I should have transitioned that out, bro. Let me go get some paper. We're back. We don't have paper, we got envelopes. So, you know, at some point we're going to upgrade this production. Oh, Lordy. Dude, I just had a pen and I don't know what to do with it. I put it back in the cup. Hold on.
You're gonna have to.
We're still here.
You're gonna have to.
We're still, it'll take just a sec. All right, we're back. No, we're still in it. We're running with this thing. So we're doing a segment called Thea's Tattoo Parlor. Okay. You draw it, she judges it, and by she I mean me. I'm your Thea. Was it? I'm your Thea now. It's like I'm your Thea now. One host role plays as the grandma, describing her dream tattoo. The other host must draw based solely on verbal description, so no questions allowed. And then grandma rates it, blesses it, or absolutely roasts it. Okay? So, one of us, whoever's turn it is going to be the artist. The other one's going to be Abuelita. I don't know why they call it Tia.
I don't know.
That's weird. Well, you know. You get it. All right, so you want to draw first? Me draw first.
It don't matter to me. You got a preference?
It don't matter. You want to get yours out of the way?
I'll draw.
All right. All right, so basically what's going to happen, Joey is a tattoo artist. I'm coming in as Abuelita, and I am getting my first tattoo ever. And I'm going to tell him what I want. He has to draw what I want. No questions asked, right? Good luck.
And I tell you what, at the end of this segment, if this video gets 10,000 likes, I'll actually get the tattoo that Matt draws.
Okay.
10,000 likes.
10,000 likes, I'll get the tattoo that Joey draws.
All right.
You got yourself a wager, bro.
There you go.
10,000 likes. Yeah. So
I'll make it easier. 10,000 10,000 views.
No. You've got to get the tattoo that you draw that I'm telling you to draw.
Yeah.
Right? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Not the one that I'm actually drawing for you.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, like, so I'm describing the tattoo that you're drawing. So that's the one I'd get.
No, because then you're getting the tattoo that you want. You got to get the other person's tattoo.
True. Okay, yeah, that works.
So I'm going to give you the tattoo that you got to wear.
Okay, that works. 10,000.
10,000 likes.
Do your thing.
And let me let you in on this little bit of information. Information. We were all supposed to get the same tattoo when we were about 18, 19 years old.
Gotta take this call real quick.
And our buddy John was actually doing the tattoos. He had just gotten a tattoo gun, and we came up with this idea as a trio to get this done. And I was the first one to get it done. John tattooed me that night. John ended up tattooing himself later on. 20 years later, Joey still has not gotten that tattoo.
In my defense, I did get it. It just wore off real quick.
Did you put a washable marker, bro? He dropped it. Oh, how fitting, dude, for that moment.
The pin dropped.
The pin. You could hear a pin drop. Oh, man, we are wilding out.
All right, 20,000 likes. I'll get that one too.
Oh, you're getting it anyway, bro. Likes or no likes. We got to do that one live on the show.
I'd do it. We told John when we were doing the Most Likely podcast, I told John I would do it live on the show. I would go ahead and get it.
And for those, we're going to set up a Patreon account. We're going to set up a Patreon so y'all can subscribe to us For those that subscribe, we're going to release all the original Most Likely episodes from 4 years ago that started this whole thing. It is just a podcast. There's no video, but a lot of good content. Back to the show. We're doing tattoos. You got to draw what I say. 10,000 likes, Joey actually gets this tattoo, so I got to make it good.
There you go. And we're describing it as Abuela, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So if I name, all 16 of my grandchildren, you got to I wouldn't do that to you.
It's your tattoo.
That's a lot, bro. And a 1 and a 2. All right. How you doing, Mr. Tattoo Guy?
How you doing, Miss? You're looking to get a tattoo today, are you?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Where are you gonna get this tattoo at?
This one is special to me. So I want to get it in a special place. And probably like near my heart.
Okay.
It's near and dear to me.
All right, tell me kind of tell me what you want.
Well,
what do you want to do here?
it starts with a baby Jesus. I love baby Jesus. You know, the baby? Not big Jesus, but baby Jesus. Okay? And I want him to, they say the lights in heaven are very bright. So I want him to have sunglasses. So baby Jesus with sunglasses. And then I want my favorite car. I want him to ride through the gates in glory in my favorite car. And when I was little, it was a lowrider.
Of course it was. Yeah.
So we got baby Jesus in the bright lights with sunglasses, driving through the gates in a lowrider. And I need something to tie all of this together. Oh, my favorite flower. A ton of roses. Just surrounded by roses. He's like on a rose highway to the gates of heaven. With sunglasses. In a lowrider. Did you copy?
Yeah, I got you. That sounds pretty good. I'm gonna work on this real fast.
Okay.
Give me some ideas on what inspired this tattoo.
Well, when I was a baby, so was Jesus. And he was a big baby, and I looked up to him. And I always just really had a good connection with Jesus. And I like sunglasses. I wear sunglasses a lot. You wear sunglasses?
Only when I draw tattoos.
Yeah. That doesn't affect your artwork?
Not really. I that's my best work usually.
I've got to put this on me for the rest of my life.
All right, I've got a little stencil here. If you guys, if you want to take a look at it and tell me if it's what you were thinking.
Thank you. Ah, Dios mío.
I got the gate there and the little lowrider. And the baby.
It looks like a turtle swimming with a school of fish. Oh. The bad thing is he's got to tattoo this. we'll probably get a professional rendering done of it, but
No, what's that?
Is this-
It's gotta be that.
10,000 likes. He gets this tattooed on. Oh boy, yo. Oh, that's too good. Is that the sun?
That was supposed to be the sun. Yeah, it's bright. You know, the bright lights and the gate and the lowrider. The road was full of roses.
This turtle's got swim glasses. Oh man. Let's give him a round of applause on that one. I'll take that one. That's good stuff. That's good stuff, buddy. All right. So now you see what it could be.
What it could be, yeah.
All right. You're up. How are you doing, young lady?
Wonderful. Very good.
That's good.
I want to get a tattoo today. One of the pictures
Okay.
on the skin.
Okay. What are you looking for in particular?
Well, this is very specific.
Okay.
I want something to remember my dad.
Okay.
I remember when I was a little niña, he passed away very young.
Okay.
So my dad he's a big guy. He wore one of the shirts with the
Hueveras?
the beating shirts.
Okay.
How do you say it?
The huevera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he-
Beating shirt.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Wife beaters?
Sí, sí.
Oh,
bueno.
wife beaters.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That one.
That.
And he always had cerveza in his hand. He
Okay.
drank the bottles.
So I just want to clarify. Are we drawing your dad?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the tattoo of your dad.
With my dad.
Okay. Okay.
He had curly hair, and he always wore a hat, a big hat with like a sombrero, and he had a big mustache, and he only had his top teeth, no bottom teeth. He had a really big scar on his cheek from a knife fight.
Okay. Okay. He looks like a very charming man.
He was a good guy. He always wore the big necklace with the Virgin Mary.
Okay.
See,
Big necklace.
but it was a little different. The Virgin Mary, for some reason, she had a bikini on.
Virgin Mary with a bikini.
See,
Oh, she was a feisty Virgin Mary, huh?
yeah, mi abuela, she did not like it.
I can't imagine she did. Cannot imagine she did. Okay.
And how he died was kind of crazy.
Okay.
He died in a taco eating contest.
Doing what he loved, I'm
See,
sure.
So
A big guy.
I kind of want like a big, the roses. How they sometimes you see roses,
Mm-hmm.
but instead of roses around, tacos.
Tacos, okay.
Yeah, tacos.
Yeah, So like as a border,
Mm-hmm.
taco border.
Yeah.
Okay, taco border. All right. And then, you got anything else you wanna add to this?
Yeah. The only other thing is he liked to smoke cigarettes.
Okay.
So maybe like a big cigarette somewhere in the picture,
Just a large cigarette.
just somewhere like
Is he smoking it, or
So-
it's just in the picture as a memoir?
sometimes he smoked it.
Okay.
Most times he smoked it.
Okay. So big old cigarette.
So, yeah, see.
All right.
And then his name was Oscar Dominguez Rodriguez San Miguel. Just in the pretty letter somewhere.
Oscar
Mm-hmm.
Dominguez
Mm-hmm. Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
San Miguel. That's it. Very easy.
It's definitely doable. For sure. Let me just wrap up a few things here. Yeah, this is a dashing young man. I can understand why he's missed. For sure. This guy. So tell me, what was one of the biggest things that you remember about your dad?
Barbecues.
Memories?
Yeah, a lot of barbecues. We used to cook every weekend.
Yeah. Family gatherings?
Yeah.
I'd imagine a man that, looked like this got out and about.
But he didn't like Mexican food.
Mm-hmm.
No, he didn't like Mexican food. He liked to cook cheeseburgers, chicken. One time he put pizza
In the dish?
in the grill, the barbecue.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that's actually pretty good.
We did a lot of barbecuing.
Did you ever watch Sábado Gigante?
I love it. I love this show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Did your dad ever watch it?
He used to know the Don Francisco.
Oh, okay. So they were buddies.
They were really good buddies.
That's
You know the little guy in the suit? That was my dad sometimes.
Oh yeah. He played the Bapara guy. The Bapara. Los Bapadas. Should we put that in the tattoo too? Los Bapadas.
If you can find a place.
Oh, okay. Let me. I've got a little spot here. I'll just in the pretty letters, right?
The same pretty letters.
Los Bapadas. I think we got a winner here. It's a tattoo you're definitely going to be proud of, for sure. So, it's a good-looking guy.
Son of a gun, that's him.
Did I capture him?
That's my dad, Oscar. I still see him. That's how he stand, like he was gonna have a gunfight.
Did I capture the tacos and the wife beater? You bring it down a little. Oh.
Perfect.
If we get 10,000 likes, I'm fucked. Why did I had a Los Papas.
That's a big cigarette.
He said big cigarette. He smoked the big ones. Oh my god.
That's too good.
That's a good stuff there. Los Papadas. All right. Oh, if that guy was here, he'd be booing us off stage right now. Oh, well, we've got one more sponsor, and this one is... It could not be better place, let me tell you. For you guys out there that actually saw these tattoos, and for the 10,000 of you that are going to try to get us to tattoo them on ourselves, our next sponsor is Abuela's Tattoo Remover. Made with Vicks, holy water, and judgment free. Erase your bad decisions and her disappointment with just one painful swipe. She said you're forgiven your skin won't be Abuela's tattoo remover. I'm gonna need a whole jar of that for that paparazzi.
We're gonna need it.
Oscar Rodriguez San Miguel. That's all right. You're getting a turtle going to Neverland. Sheesh,
man.
Oh man, that's a good little segment.
We'll definitely have to do that like again, like a different iteration.
For real, especially like when we start to get more followers and like it becomes real, like we might actually get this tattoo.
Yeah,
like that would be hilarious stuff.
Luckily, we are early enough to where 10,000 likes is.
It's a reach.
It's a reach.
You'd have to share the shit out of this video, bro. Oh man, that's good stuff. That's about all we got for tonight. This beer, man, what do you think about it?
You know, at first I wasn't real sure on it. The lime was like overpowering, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
However, I like lime.
Yeah.
But it took me a little bit for it to click, but kind of like it. I don't really usually drink beer when I eat foods, but I really think like
something like
this would go great with some street
menudo
tacos.
salsa.
No, not
and
that.
Pineapple.
Not really. I don't think anything's gonna go good. Well, maybe I like menudo, so maybe we'll see.
I don't know, man. It's that's gonna be a weird plate we got to put together, man. If we get three comments, three comments,
3 in 10,000.
Yeah, but that's permanent. You know that plate. We'll.
If this catches, and 10,000 people make its way over and like that, that's 100% gonna. We're gonna eat that plate.
I didn't even ask what. Where is that going?
To what?
That tattoo.
Oh, I didn't. I don't know.
I didn't even ask in the skip.
It's if I have to get it on mine, it's gonna be a place that's not. It'll be visible a little bit, but I'm not getting it like.
Bro, you got to get this baby Jesus turtle on your face, dog. No, that's the one thing that we won't decide is the placement. But for all you guys out there that have stuck in this long, that got to see these tattoos, share it with your friends. 10,000 likes. This thing gets real, man. We'll even take the show in the parlor.
Yep.
We'll go live during the tattooing. I don't know. We'll do something crazy. But that's about it, man. This beer, I'm going to go ahead and rate it. I'll go 7. It's drinkable, like especially after the initial flavor shock. It's not a bad beer.
Yeah.
You know?
It's completely different than what we've had. Just it's just I guess the lime is super.
It's throwing you off. Yeah. What would you rate it?
7.5.
Yeah.
7.5. I give it a 7.5.
7.5. All right, and that is Stone Buenaveza Lager. I've got a 7. He's got a 7.5. I think that was a pretty good one, man. I like these segments. I think that if we can continue messing with them, there's a lot that we can do with it. And so, that being said, we will close this one out, bro.
That works.
You got any closing remarks?
No. I guess so. I'm just thinking about it.
After that tattoo.
That took a turn. I just didn't expect for that to turn out the way it turned out.
That's exactly what you asked for.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, so until next time, guys, I don't know. That's it. That's our fiesta. Amigos. Crack a cold one. Enjoy it with the familia. And until next time, I'm Matt.
I'm Pancho Picante.
Pancho Picante. Bro, I haven't heard that name in a long time. What's mine? Carmelo Diaz?
Carmelo Diaz.
Carmelo Diaz. Over and out.
Adios.